Coach had a busy stretch of road duels that will complete your road schedule, but Friday at Bellarmine, a 23-19 victory, but then Tuesday night, a 38-8 win against Gardner-Webb. Just maybe your thoughts on those two duels in a short span of time where how you thought your team responded in both those situations.
Well, obviously we knew that this stretch was going to be a little bit difficult for our team, being on the road, back-to-back contests, and quite a bit of travel last week when we went out to Bellarmine. Didn't think we wrestled maybe our best at Bellarmine on Friday night. We had some things that we just didn't show up, looked like we were prepared, and found ourselves in a battle. And luckily we were able to come away with the win. But I didn't feel like we were consistent in our effort and our performance. But then the guys bounced back against Gardner-Webb last night, and I thought they did an outstanding job of dictating the terms the matches would be wrestled in, taking a lot of risks, scoring a lot of points, and we had a lot of bonus point victories against Gardner-Webb, and that's kind of what we want to see. We want to see our guys attacking and being aggressive, and I think that's going to be important here down the stretch. For us to reach our goals as a team, we have to be offensive. We have to score points. So I was really happy with the performance last night against Gardner-Webb. I think we learned some things from Bellarmine, maybe saw a couple of our weaknesses get exposed, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. We have a little bit of time to fix them. And now we're just turning our sights on Sunday against Chattanooga, which is going to be another tough contest for us.
Just with the offensive abilities, especially on Tuesday night, how much of that is mentality? How much of it is just kind of physical acts and strategy and skill?
I think at this point in the year, a lot of it's mentality because you're not always going to feel your best every time out. You're not always going to be fresh, and the grind of the college wrestling season, especially in the month of January and February, is a real thing. And so I think you have to have a very tough and resilient mentality that nothing's going to deter you from your goals or what you want to accomplish. And I think that was what I was most proud of last night. I thought we stepped out of the gate with a good attitude, and we were dictating the terms of the matches and being aggressive and attacking and taking risks. And I think that's ultimately what we talk about in our program is, we want to focus on those things, and those things will produce the results, but we want to focus on those things rather than just focusing on the results.
Pick up your 150th career win last night, and I think wrestling teams, maybe it's a dozen matches a year, so it's a pretty it takes a long time to reach that total. What are the kind of things that add up to you in this program being able to have that kind of success over the span of time that you've been the head coach?
Well, I would say I've been very blessed. I've coached a lot of great athletes. I've had a lot of great assistant coaches. I've had a lot of great support from our alumni and our fans. And all of that kind of goes into, I think, being able to have success in any program as a head coach. And I'm coaching and doing what I love to do at a great institution like Appalachian State. And, I just feel very blessed and fortunate to be put in this position, to be able to lead some really great wrestlers and great young men, and, just feel very fortunate to be able to do that. But I think all of those things are the reason for that.
Looking ahead, Chattanooga on Sunday, it's also Old Timers match. I guess we'll start off on that point of just what it means to you to have alums and just people who've meant a lot to this program back in varsity gym.
Yeah, it's extremely important. Our alumni built the foundation of this program. I mean, Appalachian State has had a lot of success in wrestling long before I got here. And, it's a traditional wrestling power, dating back long years ago, 40s, 50s, 60s, great wrestling. And so I'm just thankful for our alumni and the foundation that they've laid, that our coaching staff and our athletes now are able to enjoy. And we're excited to have them back on campus and welcome them back, thank them for all that they've sacrificed and all they've gave to the program over the years. And, obviously we're wrestling an old Southern Conference rival in UT Chattanooga. And a lot of our alumni remember those heated battles back to their career against Chattanooga. And so I think it's a great opponent to have for Old Timers Day. And, we're excited to have all of our alumni back in varsity gym on Sunday.
Just finally, your thoughts on the Chattanooga duel. It seems like there's not been a lot of separation in a lot of the duels across the conference. I mean, they wrestled Campbell tough. Citadel edged them in a tough duel, and just depending on how you're wrestling that day, it can really kind of help determine the outcomes.
Well, we got to be ready. I mean, bottom line, we know they're a formidable opponent. They've got a lot of quality wrestlers. I'm sure they're going to be motivated and hungry to wrestle us because of that natural rivalry that we've had for numbers of decades. And we know that it's going to be a battle. Our guys have got to be ready. They've got to bring the fight, bring the intensity, and we got to go out and earn a victory on Sunday. Nothing's going to be given to us. We're going to have to wrestle hard and go earn a victory if we want to win on Sunday.